Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel again. Today we're going to be looking at the Kel-Tec sub2000 Gen 2 in 9mm. I've had this gun probably, I don't know, 6-7 months now, and I've fallen in love with this gun. I looked at a lot of video reviews on it before I actually bought it, so this review should be nothing new to folks who know anything about this gun. But to me it was something new. I wanted something that would be able to fit in a bag if I needed it to, this is short enough. There are several options out there, but the one thing that persuaded me to buy this over, say, the Ruger PC carbines, well, it's a couple things, but one, the major important thing is that before we get going, this gun is unloaded. As you can see, nothing in the chamber, no magazine. So this gun folds in half. All right. So the main thing I liked about this gun is it doesn't come apart in two sections. It doesn't collapse in half. It maintains a very thin package, very thin. As you can see, it's roughly 1.5 inches maybe thick at its widest point. So going in a backpack is really nice because I don't have to worry about anything bumping the sights off. I don't have to worry about anything just knocking things around. You know, it's very nice. As you can see, it does fold in half. There is a clasp back here in the buttstock that grabs onto the front of the handguard and locks in very securely. You're not getting that on loose unless you pull the tab. Locks in securely here. With the trigger guard is what lets go of the bottom of the plastic here on the chamber. That is plastic, by the way, but I haven't had any issues with it. I've run probably 500-600 rounds through this gun and it's not been any issues whatsoever. Like I said, it folds in half smoothly, no issues there. The sights are on the hinge and the barrel, so you don't have to worry about the sights being off due to the hinge itself or the opening or closing of the rifle. This is a very nice rifle for what I paid for it. You can find this gun, at least when I bought it, was roughly $400. Very good price for this gun. There's other options out there, but you're lucky to find it anywhere below $600, and I was able to find this for $400 on grabagun.com. You've heard me mentioning those in my videos reviews before. They're a really good company. I like what they do. They work really good with their customers. I've had nothing but, you know, positivity out of them. So yeah. So as you can see, this gun is plastic fantastic. It is plastic, but the inside is metal. So it's just a plastic housing around the outside of the gun, the grip. Nothing really different that you'd see in this as you would see in a polymer handgun. I mean, honestly, it's about the same principle behind it. So yeah, I mean, it works fine. It works just fine. No problems, no issues, no nothing. No sights loosening up, no anything. And I've had this, I carry this backpack anytime I come out to the range, anytime, you know, whatever, this backpack is with me. And this backpack, I toss it in the truck, whatever. And I bought this gun for utilitarian purposes of not really, you know, fancying it up, but mostly just functional. You know, it's a good get home kind of situation if something bad were to happen or whatever, and I needed to you know, have a rifle with me. This little guy does a great job. This is a good truck gun. I like it a lot. This gun, like I said, good price. It's very durable that I've seen. I've not had any issues with it. Like I said, I threw it in the backpack. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and show you now. Well, hold on. Get the other junk out of the way. It's range day. You have to forgive me. But yeah, just toss in the backpack, and there you go. It's ready to go. When you need it, pull it out and deploy it. Very quick, very easy. You can store it with a loaded mag in it. It does come with, this is the Smith & Wesson version. It does come with the 17-round Smith & Wesson magazine. It is a Pro Mag. I know a lot of people give Pro Mag some crud, but I don't have any issues with them. Like I said, I've shot probably 600-700 rounds to this gun, mostly using the Pro Mag mags. Now I do have some that are for my Smith & Wesson. This, like I said, these do use the Smith & Wesson magazines. They are the same. This one won't work in it. This is my compact 9mm magazine. It's a 15 rounder. It won't fit. It'll fit, but it won't lock in place. It's too short. So it only takes the full size 17 rounders. Or if you're like me and just, you know, more is always fun, the 32 rounds. Now this is, again, it's a Pro Mag, but it does work fine. It does stick out quite a bit, but that's okay. It's 30, I think it's 32 rounds. I know it's at least 30 rounds in the gun. So like I said, it's comparable with the Glock version. With the Glock version has the Glock 32 round magazines. These do the same purpose. Again, it's average Joe. Nothing really spectacular here. I did add the Magpul AFG foregrip on it. This is really nice because this is very thin. I got big hands, so this is very nice to get a good, you know, good solid grip on the front of my gun. I always use thumbs forward method, so this works really good. I added the M Carbo bolt handle here, just to give a little meat to grab onto. Inside there is the M Carbo buffer ring that helps with cut down on recoil. This thing is a blowback design, and it does have a little punch to it for a 9mm. Surprisingly, that little buffer ring helps with that. And this also helps with it as well, because this absorbs a lot of the recoil. Other than that, that's about it that I've done to it. I've not really changed anything else. I thought about getting a, you know, muzzle brake for the front end here, but, you know, I don't know. It shoots fine without it, so it's not really a big deal. Just a luxury if I was to have it. Trigger's okay. It's nothing to write home about. It is a plastic trigger, but again, I've not had any issues with it. M Carbo does sell some replacement parts for this guy that you can find on their website, and I'll link the product description down below to their website that you guys with the Kel-Tecs can go check out. I highly recommend their products. They're good buys, they're good values, and they hold up really well. So that being said, let's head to the range. We're going to shoot at 10, 15-ish yards, 50 yards, and 100 yards just to see how it does. It should be capable of hitting the target at all of those ranges. It is a 9mm. If I haven't mentioned that yet, I apologize, but it is a 9mm. So yeah, let's head to the range, shoot a little bit, and see how it does. We'll be back. All right, we're out here today, getting ready to do some shooting with the Kel-Tec sub2000 Gen 2 and 9mm. It's a gun I bought about 6 months ago. I actually had another one before this, Gen 2 model, in Glock configuration. Believe it or not, that I sold for the Smith & Wesson configuration. The reason for that being is it takes the same magazines that my MP 9mm takes. So why not? Plus I got to keep up with. So yeah, it's a good gun, good shooting gun. Not a bad price on the gun. It is folded right now. I'll unfold it. Turns into a 9mm carbine rifle. So shoots really good. I like it. The only complaint I have with it is cheek weld and line of sight is super low, but I can work around that. So hey, like I said, it does take the same magazine that the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 handgun takes. You know, loads into the grip, which everybody's familiar with. So got a range behind us about 15 yards out. Some steel. We're going to shoot that a little bit just to see, you know, how it does, which I know is perfectly well within the capabilities of this little rifle. Then we're going to move back to 50 yards and then ultimately at 100. So let's have some fun. Here we go. That was fun. All right, let's move back to 50 yards, see what it'll do at 50 yards, and then ultimately at 100. So far, so good. Let's go. All right, we moved back to 50 yards. Let's see if we can hit the target from here. Not a very stable rest, just on one knee. Yeah, might not be able to see the target from where you're at, but I can, so let's see if we can hit it. Here we go. Glasses are fogging up, I can't see. There we go. Alright. So just freehanding it right there, sort of on my knee rest at 50 yards. I'm looking at about an 8-inch group. It's not bad, you know, for what this is. It's not bad, not just sitting on one knee. If I really tried, I could dial that in quite a bit, but you know, don't really have a stable rest out here at 50 yards. Just kind of make do with what we got. So let's move back to 100, and I do have a stable rest at 100. Let's see what we can do there. So let's go. All right, so we've moved back to 100 yards. We've got a few rounds left we're going to shoot today, so let's make them count. 100 yards, we're striving for accuracy here. I want to hit the steel at 100 yards. I think it should be well within the capabilities of this rifle to do so. So let's try and see what happens. Like I said, I like this gun for what it is. I'm not going to be using it at 100 yards, but just to know that it can do it makes me feel better at night. So let's try it. Fire in the hole. I hope you guys can hear that. I'm hitting target. That one was me. Empty. Alright. Well, as you see, unfortunately there is no last round bolt hold open. But for you AK guys, like myself, no problem. So, that's going to be the end of this range session. Another fun day in the books. So let's head back to the tabletop here and do our final thoughts and see where we go. So, looking forward to it. Alright, so we're back from shooting and just going to get some final thoughts, what I think about the gun, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And a should you buy. So that portion is up to you, the shooter, up to you, the purchaser, but I'm gonna give what I like about it and you make your mind up on it. But for me, this alone was the big seller. Just being able to fold it up and throw it in my bag. You know, I showed you that in the first portion of the video. That alone is great for me. I don't have to worry about anything coming apart, disassembling. You know, it just works. It's very simple, but it works. It's utilitarian in nature. We need it to work, and this is what it does. It does it well. Kel-Tec is known for their innovation in unique firearms. You know, we all know the KSG 12. Everybody knows that. Everybody loves that gun. Add this to the list. This to me this is a great little gun. I was sort of hesitant at first when I bought it. I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, but after having it and shooting, you know, 500 to 700 rounds through it, I love it. It is a great gun. Now this is the Smith & Wesson version. Like I said, it does, you know, take the 17 round Smith & Wesson full-size mags. It will shoot anything, including hollow points, except for steel-cased ammo. It does not like steel-cased ammo for whatever reason. I don't really shoot much of that through my guns anymore anyway. I used to, but I don't anymore. So this is a really good setup for what I need it for. Like I said, this is a survival tool, a self-defense tool. Like I said, I can throw it in the bag and be on my way. I don't have to worry about, you know, injuring it, hurting it, whatever. It's all plastic on the outside. Excuse me, all plastic on the outside except, you know, the buffer tube here and barrel and stuff. It's metal, and all this stuff, the internals are metal. Same basic concept behind your modern day polymer handguns. I mean, so, you know, nothing new there, but I like it because I don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about, you know, anything damaging it or whatever in my bag. I throw it in my bag. I've had this thing in my bag for, you know, ever since I've got it, and I've not had the sights move on me at all. I've not had anything change on me. The point of impact is the same as it was when I sighted it in the day I got it. So for me, it works good. It works like it's supposed to. Got no problems with it. The one thing I didn't mention, I forgot to mention, like I said, it doesn't have a bolt hold open, but it does have a sort of a bolt catch, I guess you could say, for locking the bolt. It has sort of the MP5 feel where you slap it home. I usually don't use that too much. It's there, it's not bad, but I usually don't use it that much. It does have the 3-position stock. You can take this pin out and move it for longer arms. Believe it or not, this is in the shortest configuration. I like it that way for some reason. It just feels better to me than it does in the medium or the long configuration. So to each their own, but yeah, it's about it. It's a good gun for what I paid for it, roughly $400. It's a great gun. I highly recommend it to anybody looking to pick one up, question on the fence. Go ahead and get it. It's worth it to me to be a little small truck gun, something you can. I would not hesitate to count my life on this gun. This is a good gun. This is a gun that I know has performed. It's, like I said, with quality ammunition. It does not jam up on me. It does not malfunction. I clean it like I'm supposed to. I make sure it runs like it's supposed to. I make sure that it is in the best condition it can be, so that if there is a time where I would need to count my life on this, I could, and I would not have any questions. So, like I said, this is a great little gun, great little truck gun. Folds into a small package, what I needed it to do, and it'll reach out anywhere from 100 yards in. It'll do its job. So I mean, that to me is what was most important, was being able to, at 100 yards, be able to hit and reliably hit what I'm aiming at, and this is proven to do it. So you guys, if you're on the fence about it, go ahead and just get one. I highly recommend it. Again, this is just average Joe here, nothing special, but from my average Joe perspective, it was worth the money for me to buy this. I've not had many guns that I've bought that I've actually sort of, not say abused, but I haven't abused this thing, but thrown it in a bag, and that bag just, I mean, the bag gets moved around, tossed around a lot, tossed in the truck, whatever. I'm surprised it actually hasn't lost its sight and sight picture and all that. I'm really surprised it hasn't moved, which just goes into the quality of the work here. Kel-Tec isn't bad. People give it, crud sometimes. They give it a bad rap, but from what I've seen, it's not been bad. It's been good stuff. Like I said, I will link the website down below of them. Carbo, they make a lot of quality products that will replace some of these internals on the trigger and the trigger guard here that will unlock the gun. They do make replacement sights and stuff like that. I don't really need them. I did buy a couple things from them, but other than that, I really don't need anything else right now. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video review. As always, on this steamy 105 heat index kind of day in North Carolina, hope y'all have a good afternoon. It's almost the weekend. Hang in there, Friday's coming. So have a great afternoon. Hope you have a good weekend. As always, God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.